This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Kohler?
There could be a way to optimize. It's just... It would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
Any chance this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like?
That's the one! How did you do that?
A magician never reveals, Kohler. Does this mean you can fix me for real now?
Absolutely! In theory, eventually. I'm not diving back in just yet. I got the tool I need now, that's great. But I still need to calculate some things and do all the prep work, you know? I also think you should talk to Sarif first.
Alright, well you sold me on this idea of being able to access all my abilities, no compromises. Let me know when you're ready.
Well, that's unfortunate. I thought I was gonna get to be badass, but maybe not yet. Not activating this glove was supposed to give me 10 practice points. Maybe it was 8, because I thought... That's what something claimed, but it seemed a little too surreal to me. If you're wondering why I'm redoing things, it's unfortunately because I may have... while editing, it looked like an enemy spotted me at some point. And while I think I may have to get an alarm raised on me, I'd rather not take the chance. However, I'm getting like all the getting things done at the top of the screen when I get my experience bonuses, and I'm not getting like ghost with it. So that's also a little alarming. I'm not gonna stress out about it right now. I would just assume that it's going well.
What made that noise?
Escape opus legaci. Moving out the grave! Si stava
Hide a little bit longer!
I am begging!
Please, no!
Anything that moves.
Proceed!
What?
My face to heaven. How much that would cost? Get the lad.
What are you? Start praying, Clank!
No, I don't think this is right.
I've got eyes on the body.
Check for a pulse. I'll call it in. I am begging! Leave me alone! Over there!
I have money. Don't shoot me.
Very funny. In your strongest.
granted. Access granted. Access granted.
We'd be dead if it wasn't for you. Thank you.
I've never been more afraid in my life. I thought those police drones were the end of us all.
Those goddamn drones have been hunting us for 3 days. Finally thought they'd given up. Been quiet since last night, but I guess they were just fucking with us. I didn't know they did that. My name's Paulina, by the way.
Adam.
Thanks for helping, Adam. I know... We haven't heard from him in a couple of days. Christ, right now I almost wish I was back in Golem.
You were in Golem City?
Out of the frying pan, as they say. We were staying low, thought the worst was behind us, until the Dvali scooped us up. We got sold to a mining camp up north, and we were on our way when... I don't know what happened. Someone, an angel I think, started shooting at the truck. One of the other girls we were with was killed, but we managed to get away. We got hidden, stayed safe, and contacted Romero. Cut to now.
You should get out of the sewers. Sooner or later, you're gonna take a wrong turn and get hemmed in. It comes to that, the drones won't even have to aim.
Drones or Dvali, we'll be dead either way. Might as well see how far we can get, right? Listen, just because we're staying down here doesn't mean you need to. The door over there is a shortcut to the surface. It's useless to us, but the code is 5398 if you're interested. Thanks again, Adam. We've survived on hope this long. I think there's still some left. We may still get to a new life. We should get ready to go. Avoid any trouble. We should get ready to go. Avoid any trouble.
I've never been more afraid.
Hey, Agent Jensen. Nice work in Dubai. But still, you know what I want to know is who those fogged up guys in the gold masks were. I'll be compiling all the case files, and as soon as I know anything, it'll be up on the board. Hey, it's a good thing you got that signal booster offline. Agent Singh spent a long time getting in with the Jinn. He'd be ashamed to have it blow his cover. Purity First is an anti-aug group dedicated to keeping humans human, all pure, no augmentations. In their obsessive pursuit of this goal, they have taken extreme measures and are suspected of being responsible for multiple acts of breaking and entering, vandalism, and theft. On occasion, they've even become violent, being implicated in several assaults and murders as they push for their goal of human purity. They've been quiet since the incident.
Take the blame. No, that's not consistent with the train station cameras.
Oh, here we go. The Diwali crime family. As you may already know, they're one of the largest crime syndicates in Eastern Europe, but they do business almost everywhere, from Northern Europe all the way to the Middle East. After their humble beginnings in a coastal town in Georgia, the Diwali quickly moved from gambling to more lucrative criminal enterprises until they found their specialty, smuggling, which includes human trafficking too. The Diwali can get anything to anywhere. It's as if borders just don't exist to them. But their rapid expansion came at the cost of their Georgian purity when they started incorporating an ever-increasing number of Russians into the group. If you ask me, I think a major power struggle is coming within the Diwali. One of the old versus the new. The past versus the future.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
You know state police aren't above profile.
Right now, I think my blood is about 60% Catholic.
The classic Diwali structure has two spies, or pakhans, working for the lieutenant who report directly to the boss, to make sure he stays the boss. Those guys are pretty violent. Ah, the elusive Radic Nikoladze. This guy's a piece of work, driven and ruthless. When he came up, he was the youngest boss in the Diwali crime family. The man spends more money on suits than most people spend on their houses. But don't let the looks and the haute couture fool you. He's the boss, he's in control, and he's squashed more than a few people who've tried to take him down along the way. Otar Batkavelli. This guy's a classic. They don't make many like him anymore. Sharp mind, a real businessman. One of those gangsters who thinks that crime is a necessary evil, you know? If it's gonna happen, he's there to make sure people have respect and make good money. Good business.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum
the Diwali
spread.
called this guy Constantine. Like that's supposed to be intimidating, right? We don't have a last name for Constantine, but until his death in the Rizika bombing, he was a high-placed member of the Diwali crime family, answering to Otar Batkavelli. We suspect he has lots of connections in the upper echelons of the organization, all the way up to Radic Nikoladze and beyond. Between you and me, I suspect that he's a Khan, a spy that watches the Diwali lieutenant closely to make sure he doesn't make a move on the boss.
Preemptive action would be great if we knew where to start.
No, it's the right call.
Otar's right-hand man is this guy, Vano. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know what I mean, but he's strong and loyal, something Otar values greatly.
Through all the alphabet agencies, nothing.
They don't care.
Otar's right-hand man is this guy, Vano. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know what I mean, but he's strong and loyal, something Otar values greatly.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but...
Our arms dealer Shepard, aka John Trent, is a former Special Forces commander and ex-Bell Tower operative. And as is typical for those ex-Bell Tower employees, he's been selling off old Bell Tower tech and weapons. But we don't need to worry about him anymore. He was killed by those gold mask guys in Dubai. This guy is the face of the Jinn and a charismatic force of nature. They call him the Bull of the North and the Heart of the Jinn. Real name Salar, works in conjunction with his cold and calculating brother Wasim, who saved his life during the AUG incident. He is proudly augmented and parades his AUGs around wherever and whenever he likes. The hatred of AUGs from groups around the world has only emboldened him and his organization. Wasim Alam, the head of the Jinn, former limb clinic doctor and surgeon before he turned to more profitable enterprises. He brings the same cold and calculated approach he brought to saving lives to running his business with his brother, Salar.
The explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
Agent Singh, great poker player. I still owe him 100 credits. So I hope his incursion with the Jinn lasts another few months. You know, maybe he'll forget I owe him the money. You've heard of these guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented people. It was started by Dr. Talos Rucker, soon after the AUG incident when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working. Things seem to be getting worse. ARC preaches non-violence, but a string of terror attacks has put them on the terror watch list. So I'll let you be the judge. Dr. Talos Rucker, former limb clinic doctor and current leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Rucker has chosen to leave his native Germany and to live in Utrecht complex in Prague as a protest to draw attention to the upcoming human restoration vote. Rucker is a pacifist and believes that what is happening in Prague is what will happen all over the world if the Restoration Act becomes law.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
You know as much as I do about these guys. They're augmented, well-trained, and very dangerous. And they seem to be massing weapons and augs for some sort of attack. We don't know what yet.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but...
Samizdat is an underground news outlet that likes to think of itself as the real news. They are anti-establishment and anti-almost everything else, including business addresses, so we like to keep our eyes and ears open for any mention of them.
Patience is the first thing you learn to have.
Here we go. The Church of the Machine God, and to some, the Church of the Machine, without the God. And then again, to others, the Singularity Church of the Machine God. This group has so many names and subgroups, it's hard to keep track. And believe it or not, they've been around in one form or another since the early 1970s. There are a lot of contradictory reports on who they are and what they want, but in general, they all want the same thing. They want to merge their consciousnesses and become one with the Machine God through a ritual they call
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
The Church of the Machine God has a leader, but all we know about her at this point is that she's a woman, and they call her Mother. That's creepy, right? I think that's really creepy.
I'll nail it.
Janus. I mean, what can you say about him? Or her. Nobody really knows who or what Janus is. But what many believe is that Janus is running the most dangerous hacking group in the world, attacking corrupt politicians and businesses on a global scale. The corporate world is terrified of Janus.
You think one of them would pop up on some list?
There's a rumor that the Church of the Machine God is building a machine that will help bring forth the Singularity. Sure, I guess that's a possibility. I'm just not sure what they would plug that machine into.
Just wish someone would nut up and take
the New Sons of Freedom, or NSF, is a small group of militant constitutionalists and secessionists operating in the continental United States, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. The group was formed as a reaction to the American government's increasingly authoritarian regime. NSF is committed to fighting the influence and control of a group of unknown people they believe to be the Illuminati with strategic guerrilla warfare strikes. They are suspected of having ties with Janus and the Juggernaut Collective. Ah, what to say about the Juggernaut Collective that isn't speculation. A bunch of their members were running operations out of Montreal in 27, resurfacing for a while in 28. You heard of the Rifleman Bank Station? Bell Tower? Anyway, the Collective is a group of hacker activists, or hacktivists. Oh my god, I hate that word. Dedicated to the cause of freedom. At least that's what they say, or what their actions appear to say. They fight corruption by exposing hypocrisy and protecting the unprotected. No one knows the real power structure inside of the Collective, but there is one name that echoes over the darknet, and that name that echoes even louder than Hex, and you can talk to Peter Chang if you don't believe me, that name is Janus. And some say Janus runs everything, while others think there is no Janus.
I don't even know where to start.
Hey, it's a good thing you got that signal booster offline. Agent Singh spent a long time getting in with the Jinn. It'd be a shame to have it blow his cover.
No, it's the right call. I'm relieved.
God, my eyes want to retreat into my skull.
Widen the gap and polarize the dialogue.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You checked with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Since cover with the Jinn is still intact, I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold mask jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
Come on, McCready. We're not a couple of beat cops filling a monthly quota here. This isn't about whose collar it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop.
Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm working a $5 investigation on 50 cents worth of shit. I've got speculation to spare, mate. Listen, I know I come off strong. I've got 3 ex-wives that'll back that up. But that's just how I'm built. Putting on a show for the new guys, I'm gonna change what's underneath.
I can appreciate that kind of honesty.
Good. So when I say I'm impressed with how you handled yourself in Dubai, you can appreciate that I meant it. With that sandstorm giving us colonics, stripping the juice box out the chopper was an inspired choice. But that mission is over, and your involvement in it ends now. Got it?
Yeah. But tell me, why do you think the bodies from Dubai were sent to Oman?
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green light for the gig in the first place. Can't blame them, really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. Got everything?
How the hell did you get such a sunny disposition anyway, McCready?
Knowing about me is not going to make us friends, Jensen. But I'll humor you. Fine. I joined regular army straight out of secondary school, made UKSF at 25 and was recruited into the SRR 4 years later.
Special Reconnaissance Regiment. That's an elite unit.
Oh yeah, it's very glamorous. All champagne and blowjobs.
So what happened?
After 12 years hunting terrorist shitbirds across every desert on the face of the earth, I found there was no fucking end to the evil this world churned out. I couldn't see the point in what we were doing anymore. So I quit.
So what brought you back to the life?
I suppose it was purpose. A tool without a job to do can only grow rust. So here I am, back in it, serving my purpose. As a tool yourself, mate, you should understand that, yeah?
Yeah, I got it. It was nice talking to you, McCready.
No, it wasn't. I'm in the middle of something, Agent. Not in the mood, Jensen. Not in the mood, Jensen.
This legislation, if passed, calls for the
Really think one of them would pop up on some list right now? I think
mě tady! Já s tím neměl nic společného, ty kreténe! Můžeš mě zmlátit, mořit hladem, to je fuk, pravdu nezměníš! Vy si myslíte, že mě tímhle zlomíte? Neřeknu vám vůbec nic! Tví šéfové hledají obětního beránka, ale já se jen tak nedám. To jim klidně vyřiď, šroube! Tví šéfové hledají obětního beránka, ale já se...
The Black Jack of Hearts is wild, but you knew that already. The shadows of danger loom toward you. I cannot be certain.
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný.
Change is difficult, but rewarding. You are not alone, or are you? You are not alone, or are you?
So now begins the live commentary portion. I don't know exactly how I'm going to edit this out, or edit all of this stuff. Oh, this must be a gun I left behind from the front door guard. I'm gonna claim that. I pretty much cleaned this place out. I also collected all the guns, threw them over here, and counted about 20 pistols I took back with me to the merchant. Hit all the bodies and restrooms and vents so that if people started spawning on return visits, that it shouldn't really be an issue. Hopefully. Anyways, I don't know how I'm going to edit all the stuff because I recorded some offline commentary, or offline footage, I guess. Things that were little snippets where I didn't have the microphone plugged in, and I thought it might still be useful footage. I did uncover the shortcut. I can get in here, and I've already been in here. Let's see if the thing spawns. Yeah. So somebody came here, dropped off the dossier, and, you know, didn't care that I already looted the place, all the guards are gone and everything. And that's why I put on recording for this, because, you know, obviously it's gonna be a little weird. Now I have to run back, and, you know, I can't just, like, fax this to him or anything. Or I couldn't have just grabbed it the first time either. I've also fully explored this place as far as I know, including one of the big corporate vaults, the Tavros vault, and the executive safes. There's only one thing I haven't explored, and that's this room's security room. I'm assuming it's a security room, because I haven't shut down these cameras, and there's a room right on the other side of this wall. I don't know how to get in yet. I haven't quite figured that out. But I've looted these things too. All the green unlocked ones were empty, but there were some locked ones that had some nice loot. When we resume back to the main mission, I will be a lot more well off than I was the first time, because I not only looted that, I spent a lot more time exploring Prague, and a lot more time loading so I could fully hack terminals and such. So I might have had the password or something, but I may have just hacked it, and I may have loaded until I could get the data stores in addition to completing the hack. Of course, even if you don't complete the hack, you don't get anything, even if you did do the data store. Alright, so now I have to head back and give him his folder that I just grabbed just now. I've got a better grasp of the game by this point, because since the first time I played, I only had the first Deus Ex. I'm sorry, Human Revolution, and then the other Deus Ex games, like Invisible War and the original, of course. But I had those under my belt, and all the other stealth games that I may have played in the similar genre. But so now this time I played a lot more Mankind Divided, with Breach mode and redoing this stuff. So this came out. This went a lot smoother. Plus, since I already knew things were going to happen ahead of time, for example, I went in and hacked her computer. I came down here. There wasn't the computers were not here. No one was here, and so during the event, during the mission event, they spawned and so did their computers. I had to come in through the top to avoid the cutscene, drop down, sneak up to her computer, hack it. Because you can't hack the computers, you can't look at the computers while they're on them. So now I've got her emails. While I was re-exploring the task force area, I noticed at some point my energy get maxed, and I'm assuming it's because I went in the training room, because they're trying very hard to keep you from taking ammo out of it. So I think for whatever reason my energy gets renewed. Of course not. That would be too easy if it let me grab that. Of course I'm not going to let me grab that. There's an invisible sky ceiling. The conspiracy theorists are right. I wonder what would be the point of raising that one then. Well, this probably does. This is probably the point. Uh-oh, what happened here?
When they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg, and in the U.S.
Oh, you'll notice I've also minimized the UI, and it's on the timed fade out, which makes it more inconvenient for me, but it should make for better footage. This person's not going to need any of that anymore.
Cannot come soon enough.
No other clues besides the handgun bullet. Also, I've made things glow. So I've noticed like drawers that I may have skipped before. And of course, when I'm going through the area for the second time, I think I probably picked up things I probably missed the first time. In the sewers, they said Romero was a good guy. Perhaps this is Romero's body. To Romero. Okay.
They are involved. How to stop it?
That's the group I saved. So this is probably... This might be Romero. It's not a badge or anything on his hip. Yeah, it's probably Romero, because Samaritan is probably like his alias that he was using. So this is why she never heard back from him. He's killed in his own apartment by other cops. Neon Nights, which is new. That is new content right there. I missed this event the last time. Before I do that though, let's head. Let's see, where was it? There we go. That's probably 33 Helvani. Okay, not that far. I was thinking it was the The apartments of the Far East.
Hello, old.
But I think it's here.
Why even?
Now I can survive the alternative route, but it will be a little classier if I take the direct route, I think. Oh, and check this out. Oh no, I can't do it. Never mind. The big drug den, essentially. It's linked to Director Miller's place. That's not this one. I thought it was the second floor, maybe not. This is the Samizdat room. Is it the other side? Must have been the other side, I guess. Let me double check. Yeah, this is Miller's place. So he's got a vent that leads right to the drug dens guy. Or the drug guy's den. There it is, right there. I wonder if I can actually reach it. Yeah, I think I can.
Welcome. It doesn't get any cleaner than this.
Now, this place is a mess for the first time you get here. But you can, and it's not really a joke, it's actually a legitimate action. But you can hire some cleaners to come by and clean out his crap. There's a dead body in the area as well. So these cleaners, they go ahead and wipe out the body. But most importantly, they leave behind an item that you can use to get into the rave. So the cleaners are associated with the rave party. And the dead body there was an AUG. AUGs cannot take neon. So now I can take the direct route.
Can't take that kick.
Alright, so this will be new. Once I get inside, I don't know actually what happens. So this will be all new stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not a very reactive kind of...
No trouble, right?
I'm not a very responsive person. At least not verbally. I mean, I just let my actions speak for themselves. Alright, so here's what we do. I'm gonna make a save, and we're gonna roll in.